Chapter 29. War Day 4. Love and a Broken Bunny. I woke up by someone shaking me. My head hurt and my body was aching. I opened my eyes only to see Dobby in front of me, but my V-zone was blurry, probably from the concussion. Trying to stand up, I instantly fall back down. A dizziness overcame me and I had obviously trouble with my balance. Each time I blinked, my eyelids grow heavier. Knowing that I needed to stay awake didn't help me. My senses were overloaded. Danger, fear and pain were taking over my body. I was struggling to stay awake. Dobby was leaning toward me. He crouched down in order for us be on eye level before he spoke up. "Dobby. What happened?" "Me. That damn bitch used her quirk on." Dobby was confused. All he knew was that Toga wanted to go see Yusuke and that he kept his promise to her. He never questioned what promise and why she was going. "Dobby. I came to get Toga. Where is she?" "Me. She took her." "Dobby. Who are you talking about and what happened here?" "Me. What does it looks like?" "Relax, breath, play it cool. He doesn't know what happened and you need to turn the tables. Think. Any mistake on my part can cost me my life. Now think before you say something stupid." "Me. I kept my promise." "Dobby. Hey, Usagi, stay awake." "What promise?" "Me. I told her I would find someone she could have fun with." "Me. I know about Uraraka and how she is a traitor, she told me herself. All I wanted was for you guys to be safe. You offered me a place between you, and although I still haven't decided, I am thankful for that. In return, I wanted to help you. I took her here and she began fighting me and Toga. I couldn't help her. Damn it. Tears were flowing down my cheek. It were not sad tears, no, the pain was bugging me and I couldn't help it anymore. I was crying at how painful I felt and my headache was getting worse by any minute. "Me. That damn snitch used her quirk on me and catapulted me to the wall. I don't know what happened to Toga after I blacked out, but I tried to get her out of the room. I didn't wanted her to be found out, that's why I smashed the drone. Well, more like I didn't want you guys to find out what really happened." I was surprised how easy the lie came from my mouth. What was even more surprising was that I wasn't stuttering. "Dobby. Arg, that damn bitch. I swear to God, if I find her, she better run and be prepared for what the love and I will do." Sue. Tired. I couldn't hold myself awake any longer. My eyes went shut and I drifted into the darkness once again. Third Pav. Dobby saw Izuku as he struggled to stay awake. He was wondering what kind of a fight that boy went through, for the room to look so bloody and for him to be so broken. He looked around to find any trace of Toga, but all he could find were her knives. The villain took out his phone and got into contact with Shigaraki. "Shigaraki. Did you find them?" Dobby. "Yes and no." Shigaraki. "What does that even mean?" Dobby. "I found Midoriya badly injured and Toga is nowhere to be found. But we have another problem." Shigaraki. "Bring him here." After that, Shigaraki hung up and Kurogiri opened a portal. Dobby carefully picked up the young hero in training and went though. The moment he stepped foot into the bar, he was greeted with worried eyes and an angry Shigaraki. He could relate to his emotion. Fully knowing that the traitors they planted into the school were not so reliable anymore, and what's even worse, one turning against them and then Toga missing on top of it, made him angry too. Quickly making his way to the bed, he laid the greenette down and turned around facing the others. "Kurogiri. I am going to treat his wound at the best of my knowledge." It looked like the man knew what to say to make him feel relieved. Dobby didn't even realize how protective he was about the new recruit. Midoriya was laying on the bed, but he was beside him and making to effort to move away. Not even pulling his eyes away. He couldn't bring himself to do that. He was worried for him and he didn't know why he felt like that. It was the same feeling like he wanted to protect his little brother Shoto, but why? They were not related at all. Kurogiri took the first aid kit and went to the unconscious boy. He carefully examined his injuries and wrapped his head up in bandages. Shigaraki. So? The leader of the Love wanted an explanation. He didn't know what happened. Shigaraki was expecting Dobby to come back with Toga. Hopping the green rabbit would follow and even join them. Let's just say, his expectation were shattered when he heard Dobby on the phone. The tone in his voice worried him. The least did he expect to see Usagi that badly hurt in his arms and Toga missing. Shigaraki wanted to know what happened. He wanted to know who did this. After a minute or two of pure silence, he asked again with a more sternly voice. Shigaraki. Care to tell me what happened? Dabi. We have a traitor among the traitors, a snitch we need to take care of. Spinner. Who? Spinner was fond of the true hero that was even accepted by Stain himself. It broke his heart to know what happened to him, and seeing him in this state was painful for him. Believing he would be a formidable pro-hero after Ua, but with the past events he also would be a splendid villain and a personal hero for them. Dabi. Uraraka, that bitch. All the members of LOV in the room were talking about how to eliminate and kill the traitor in the most gruesome and painful way possible they could think of. They didn't realize that a certain rabbit woke up and was listening to their conversation. Kurogiri began to ask Izuku question about his well-being, which he answered truthfully. The second in command of Love then stood up and went to get a type of syringe. As he walked back to the room, he explained Izuku how this was a healing potion in some kind of way, since it was made from a healing quirk. Midoriya didn't wanted to know the details. He had a hunch how it was made, and the thought of it made him sick. However, left with no other choice, he let the villain inject it to him. 15 minutes later, all his injuries were fixed. Except one of the head wound he had. It was a weak potion that healed mostly of his injuries, included the concussion. The bruised and one open head wound couldn't be healed as the effect wasn't lasting that long. Izuku was still thankful for the help. Izuku's pav. I didn't expect them to heal me. Not in the least. Although I am glad and thankful for that. Kurogiri. How are you feeling now? Me. Better, thank you. So what's going on? Who are they planning to murder? Kurogiri. I don't care, I didn't listen to them, I was focusing on getting you back on your feet. Me. Oh okay, thanks. Kurogiri. They didn't even realize you are awake. Me. Well, let's change that, shall we? I stood up and walked to the others. They still haven't spotted me, so I did the most logic thing that came to my mind. Sneaking up behind Dabi and hugging him all of a sudden. Naturally, they were all surprised, and Dabi even jumped at the sudden touch, but as soon as he heard my voice, relaxed. Me. Oh, sorry. It just me. Thank you. Dabi. You okay there? Me. Yep. Kurogiri did a good job. Thank you guys for patching me up. Shigaraki. What happened? Me. I found out that Uraraka was a traitor since she basically told me herself. That bitch then began spilling information on you guys. I got mad because you were so kind and wanted me after all, and even invited me to join, so I wanted to help you out and get rid of her. Toga was supposed to help me, but things didn't go as planned, and she used her quirk on me while I used mine, and she threw me against the wall multiple times while I was trying to get Toga out of the room. I didn't want her to get hurt or worst get caught. The drone that was following me, well, I destroyed it for Toga to be safe. There was no chance I would take the risk of her getting seen and caught because of me. After some fighting, Toga managed to cut her, and you know my weapons are not real, so all I could do is paralyze her and fight her, but after she threw me multiple times against the wall, I at some point blacked out. I am sorry. I couldn't save Toga. I am so sorry. If only I was stronger. I was literally tearing up in front of them to make my story more believable. If you grow up in an abusive household, like I did, you learn some things, and one of them is pickpocketing and crying on control. I too needed to get some money from people, and I got even food from them for free. A child crying in front of an adult begging for food is something most of them can't resist. I would get pity looks from them, which I have grown to hate, but you do what you need to do to survive, right? Mr. Compress. You did your best, that's what's important. Spinner. You truly are a true hero. Twice. How pathetic. That's right, it happens even to the best. Me. So what are you guys planning to do now? Well, I at least need to go back before they start questioning me. Shigaraki. We will deal with this later. Kurogiri, bring him back, and Izuku, if you need help or find Uraraka, tell us. Me. Alright, I will. Thanks again. Kurogiri opened a portal and I went through. Once back, I went to my lair to prepare for the next two victim, or better to say for two brothers to meet each other again. I still couldn't believe they took the lie and even trust me to an extent they would give me a helping hand no matter what. This will be a certainly entertaining in many aspects. Let's just hope I will live this through to the end.